Oh Lord, forgive them. Yeah, yeah. 95% black and 5% white in jails. 95% black and 5% white in jails. My brother's been drinking. Why you looking at me? What's going on, everybody? Damn, my face is sweaty. Yeah, we're in the building right now. Damn charger. Yeah, what's going on with y'all? Yeah, we up in the building now. All right, let's start it over. Let's start it over. We're gonna kick this show off right. Appreciate everybody for coming in. Let's start it over. Let's start it over. Let me give y'all some shout out. Shout out to everybody that's up in here early. Who we got in the building? We got Trucker Rail up in the building. What's going on, Trucker Rail? We got Alex Nova up in the building. Alex, what's going on? J True, what's going on, J True? Brad, Food Service Gang, what's up, man? We got Daycap Slim. What's going on, Daycap? How's it going over there with Werner? The world is mine. What's up? What the word is, man? Hope everything is good, man. Skin fan all day. What's going on, my brother? I appreciate that super chat, man. Island Trucker, what's going on? Welcome to Man Talk Fridays. We're gonna try to grow this show, man. This way y'all gonna come to bring y'all frustration. You know what I mean? You know this state saying, hey, you know it ain't fair when it comes to man. Child support, gold diggers. It ain't fair, man. And today we're gonna talk about ungrateful woman. And we also gonna be touching about gold diggers, and we also gonna be talking about gold diggers. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody up in the building right now. Right now I'm on Streamlabs. I'm on StreamYard right now. So shout out to Skin Fan. Make sure everybody go and subscribe to Skin Fan. I'm on StreamYard, right? So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Anybody that do a super chat, anybody that give me a super chat, I cannot see it. Just give me a heads up. Let me know. Please give me a heads up, cause I want to shout y'all out. Shout out to the world is mine. He's gonna go home and take out his frustration right now. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I got my neighbor up in the building. What's up, dog? I gotta close that garage. Sunlight.
Come over the side of the ball.
Huh?
Come move to the side of this. Are you okay? You gonna close it?
A little bit, just a little bit, not all the way. Sunlight on.
Down there. That's good, yeah. Nope. Well, you got a crack still that coming through.
Oh yeah. Damn. Damn that garage. You get that's straight right here.
Yeah, you good like that. You good, man.
Yeah, so we up in here, man. First thing we're gonna talk about today. Okay, I got you, Skin Fan. Hey, y'all make sure to go over there and subscribe to Skin Fan, man. So we're gonna kick it off with I got my neighbor over here, man. So we're gonna kick it off today about child support. Make sure y'all can see my neighbor, man. We got James in the building. What's going on, man? We're gonna kick it off about child support today. You guys know how it is, man. This straight up is unfair, man. Make sure everybody go over there and subscribe to Skin Fan. Came through with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, my brother. So the world is mine with the $5 super chat, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, my brother. For real though. But yeah, we're gonna talk about child support, man, and what you guys think about the system. You know what I'm saying? I think the system is unfair, to be honest with you. Yes, you do got some fellas out there that should be on child support, should be forced to be on child support. You know what I'm saying? The world is mine. You're right about that. Yeah, you got some fellas that should be on child support. That should be forced to be on child support. But then you got other dudes that really work hard and take care of their kids. They might have been with the woman for a long time. Things might not go the way it was supposed to go. They end up leaving the woman, breaking up, and jealousy kicks in. You guys know what happened when jealousy kicks in. You know, woman getting their feeling. They want to put a good man on child support. So, you got anything you want to chime in about child support?
I mean, that's just the gist of it, man. It's rigged up. It's very rigged in the sense that they don't. So if you think about it, what's the actual meaning for it, or what it's used for? They don't even monitor where the money is going.
Yeah.
So that's my only big issue with it. I mean, like you were saying, you have some guys who need to be on child support because they don't provide for their kid financially, but you have other dudes who are providing for the kid financially and still getting their kid, um, but yet they don't monitor it. So that money doesn't truly always necessarily go to the kid. You have to where in the courts they interpreted child support so many different ways. So if you say, well, the kid live with the mom 50% of the time, or whatever, 70%, 60% of the time, is almost damn near saying that, well, my 3-year-old, my 5-year-old is paying rent now.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part about it when you think about child support. It's like, to me, there's no actual set number. Because
Yeah.
if you got kids, you know for a fact their expenses change by the day. They may need this pair of shoes, something may happen, they need something else. So there never will be an actual real set number. But some of these numbers they're throwing out there is kind of crazy. There's no way that a regular person should be paying, a couple thousands less than these celebrities. Some celebrities get off with only paying like 5,000 a month, while you
Yeah.
got some guys who work a regular 9 to 5 paying 1,000. We shouldn't be that close.
Yeah, you say that, but when I look at child support, to be honest with you, why does it got to be how much a man make? Why can't it just be how much the kid needs to
Sure.
survive? You feel me?
No, that's what
So
yeah.
let's just say I make. All right, let's use a couple people in the food service industry. Let's just say one man he making $60,000, another man making $80,000, right? Why should the man and both of the kids live in the same neighborhood and go to the same schools and have the same needs? Why should this kid need $1,500 a month, but the other kid needs $1,000 a month? See,
Exactly.
that's the thing I don't get about child support. They're not almost not focusing on the child.
Right.
Hey Brad, I appreciate that $19.99 super chat, my brother. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Brad. Brad, if you want to jump in on the chat, man, just let me know. Oh yeah, I'm using my phone now. Shout out to Skins fan. I can see whoever put in a super chat. So I appreciate all the super chat coming in. You know the man talk Fridays. Y'all share it out, share it out. Appreciate everybody that got the super chats coming in. This is an unfair society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is where we're going. This is Man Talk Fridays, man. This is where we're gonna talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? All the ladies, y'all free to jump on the live, but it's the only time I'm gonna ask y'all to just kick back and relax and just be quiet and listen. That's the problem with women. Sometimes they gotta listen, bro. You feel me? So yeah, so as I was saying, let's just say me and a co-driver, we live in the same neighborhood, but let's just say I make $20,000 more than he do, and our kids got the same needs.
Right.
So why should the government look at our kids different because they're looking at our income? Our kids go to the same school. Their mothers is paying the same taxes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So why should this kid need 1,500 a month and this kid need 1,000 a month? You know what I mean? And that's where they got child support wrong. You know what I mean? Because most of the money, let's not get it wrong. Let's not get it twisted. Most of the money is going to the woman.
I mean, well, they have the calculation that they use for it, right? So they look at it from a sense, they take both parents' income, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they divide the income together and they say, well, based off this number here, here's your financial responsibility. So with that one percentage or that one little number they get, they use that. They start doing most of their equations. So then they talk about like if the kid goes to aftercare, daycare, how much that costs. If the kid gonna be on your insurance or my insurance, how much that costs. And then depending on your financial responsibility, that's who get the credit for certain things. And then when it gets down to the last portion of it, it talks about like, well, who have the kid majority of the time, as far as overnights. And that's the one part that pisses me off about it because a kid don't cost me nothing when they sleeping. They cost me when they up.
Yeah.
So if I'm a parent coming home and let's say, for example, at one point, I didn't have a 2 bedroom, for my kids. So to me, but I paid the money for my kid's mom to have her own location that the kids can sleep on. But I paid for that. I paid for the rent. I paid it. But in the eyes of the government, they don't give a damn. All they care about is where that kid sleeps at night.
Yeah.
Even though throughout the day, I'm the one that's picking up the kid from school, picking up my kids, doing their homework, feeding them, giving them a bath before night, kissing them and leaving. Government doesn't see it that way. They see it only as, where the kid sleeps at night. So that's one of the issues I have with government as far as child support. The other issue I have of it is, like I said, they don't track it. They can track everything else we do. So that lets me know they don't really care about, if the kid really getting that support that's supposed to be there. They just use the kid as a reason to snatch that money from the father because at the end of the day, they get that percentage. They take the child support from the father or from that parent, whatever. Don't say father, but just from that parent. They take the child support from that parent during the pay period. They get that money taken away, but the mother of the parent receiving child support doesn't get that money that instant. They have to wait throughout that time to get that money. So where is that money at during that time period?
Yeah.
So that's the government to me, basically getting that money like your bank would do. They invest that money somewhere else, but they got to have that certain percentage ready to give to that mom or that second parent when it's time to be delivered. But it's never the full amount.
Yeah.
So then on top of that, the other issue I have with this, I feel like if they want to really make this child support thing sufficient and it basically works for both parents, whoever supposed to pay, it should make them have to pay that amount out of directly. So if I supposed to pay 200 a month, I have to present receipts that I provided $200 worth a month to my child for that time period. So it's coming from me. It's not coming from the mom. I'm not giving that money to the mom so she can do it. It's me going out there saying, "Here you go. I'm submitting my receipts. I took them to buy some shoes and they cost 100, whatever it is." But I think they should do it that way. So that way you can actually track what's going on for the actual time period. I think I feel better knowing that if I give you $1,000 to cover for my kid, I can see that they got $1,000 to stop. But they don't track that stuff, man. And that's what pisses me off about
And we got a question of the day. The question of the day so far is the bigger question is why are there people out there paying 100 plus a week just because they have a job and they have people out there paying $15 a week? And that's why I think that they need child support for those people like that that's getting off the hook. Well, basically, what you're trying to say, you're trying to say people without a job, the world is mine. You're trying to say people that don't have a job is only paying 15 a week. You clarify that question for me. Try to get a clarification of that question. But you got people that have been dodging the system for years, you know.
it. I don't know. Wait, what was
Okay, we got full service driver. What's going on, my brother? Welcome to the building, man. Let me highlight your question real quick. As soon as it pops up, we got a full service driver in the building. Hey, y'all hit the thumbs up for me. Anybody that can share this out, share it out. Yeah, trucker rail, it should be based off your income. You're right about that. Full service drivers say the world, it depends on the income from both parents. It usually goes off of who makes the most money and who makes the less. So if the mom makes more money than the dad wouldn't pay more.
right? But then they also factor, like I said, they also factor into the point of where the kid actually lives.
Child support because whoever makes the most money is not liable for increase. Okay. All right, fellas. So to all the young bucks, man, that's gonna watch this on the replay, or anybody that's out there listening, how do you avoid child support? You know what I mean?
Thomas,
how you
pull out.
hey, I'm telling you, hey, how do you know that the woman that you're with is not gonna put you on child support? You know what I'm saying? And the answer to that is you don't.
Don't know.
These women change like the weather, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, this man talk. We just gonna keep it real. You feel me?
The one thing I would say though, like if I can go back and do it differently, I would put myself on child support because when you allow the woman or someone else to put you on child support, then you're the one have to keep defending yourself all the time. So that's the only thing about it. When you ever have that type of issue where you assume you and your old lady breaking up, Make the first move, because that way, it looks as if you're doing it on your own voluntarily, and that way she has to basically defend her side of the story versus you the one trying to defend. Like when I go down there and back, I just go down there every day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I just go down there every day trying to figure out what's going on in my case. And when you go down there, no matter if you the father that been in a child's life for all their entire life, they're gonna act like you in period.
Yeah.
So at least, and they only give you a certain amount of information. So at least if you're that parent that put yourself on child support, you have the more right to the actual case. So that's one thing I would say, just if you ever get in that situation, it's best to be proactive and make the first move to do it, even from a standpoint of, a lot of people say, well, she can't put me on child support or get back child support because I was the one providing this and that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, man. When you go to court for this, the judge can say that's a gift. And that's the shitty part about it.
It's a woman's country.
Right. And that's the bad part about it, because I wasn't giving you X amount of dollars as a damn gift. That's because you have my child, and that's to support our kids. But the judge can write it up how they want to write it up. So that's the one thing to keep in mind. If you ever think in that situation, man, be proactive and just go out and put yourself on child support to avoid being behind enemy lines.
We got Daycare Slim. Say you can hire child support on a 1099. Hey, you can daycare, but at the end of the day, man, you still gotta take care of your kid, man. You know what I mean? It's you're responsible. Hey, we trying to be responsible. We trying to educate some man right here. We trying to get some man to be man. You know,
So that's sorry, food service driver.
Food service driver. Hold on, let me see what you said real quick. The best way to avoid being on child support: keep all receipts from day one. So when you go to court, you can show you've been supporting since day one. And you likely less will be on child support.
See, that's
you still gonna be on child support. I think you just protecting your back pay.
You trying to. That's what I was saying about, like,
it's not gonna 100% protect your back pay.
Nah, it can reduce your back pay, but depending on the actual judge, they can say that's a gift. So it really depends on the judge. What like I said, what I really recommend to anybody, like I went through it and still going, but I went through it and I tried to do it on my own and not really get that much guidance. But now I learned how to manipulate certain things and go through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can show receipts of all the money in the world that you provided for your kid. At the end of the day, it depends what that judge say. That judge say that's a damn gift, and that's a gift.
Yeah.
They calculate it as a gift and not give you no credit for it. But if you ever been through the child support system, the funny part about it is when you do present an information, like if you go through the court way, like the administrative way,
yeah,
they're gonna look at her and ask her, is that true or not?
Yeah.
So that's the funny part about it. They can ask her, is that true? And if she's seeking back child support, then that what can happen. So she can say, yeah, I'm still seeking it. And when they do the equation, look at what your current child support should have been,
yeah,
and they try to put it back, I think, 2 years and try to get a calculation of how much your back child support should have been.
Yeah.
So that's the tricky part about it, man. It really depends on how that judge want to act to you at that time. But I think the best support I can say is, man, if you ever get in that situation, think you are, put yourself on child support.
Hey, you silly. They care. You silly, man. You say get a Jewish lawyer, that's gonna solve the problem.
Even that take care of your kids, man.
Hey, trucker up, and that's what a lot of dudes fear, man. They fear that your money is going in the wrong places. And you're right about that, man. It is women out there that is taking care of another damn man with your hard working money. You know what I mean? Because come on now. We take care of our kids every day. We see what they eat. We see the shoes that on their feet. We see the clothes that go around their back. We got insurance. Our kids is on insurance. Sometimes our kids are still on our insurance and we still on child support. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like, how much other money do they really need? And the thing is, most of the fellas that I know that's on child support, when their kids come around them, they still end up spending money. Homie, what's going on? Mr. Mill, what's going on? Alex Nova in the building. What's up, man? Everything good with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Still on child support. You know what I mean? So the best thing I can tell fellas out there, man, especially all the young dudes, if you ain't sure that that woman's gonna be the one, Even the one can end up stabbing you in the back sometimes. Just strap it up. Man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Strap it up. You know what I mean? You don't need to be having no babies too early. Um, strap it up, dog.
And any athletes, if you play sports, man, I don't see. I don't understand how any of these athletes, celebrities get caught up in that shit. Like if you play sports, man, go ahead and have that surgery. You got no money to get it put back in place. So go ahead and have that surgery so you can't have babies.
Oh,
I never
they can put it back.
yeah, they can fix that
Oh,
back.
yeah.
So I never understood why these celebrities get caught up like that, man. Like I have all the surgeries in the world, so I won't have no babies.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, man, strap up, be careful out there.
And you know, y'all know this man talk, man. So hey, we talking about anything. What we really want to talk about today was ungrateful woman. I'm waiting for Eric to jump up in the building. He really want to talk about that, but we're gonna segue from child support and we're gonna go into bitter bitterness, man. Why do some women get bitter when you want to move on, man? We know the answer, but you know what I mean. I mean, fellas, that's what to me leads into a lot of child support. To me, a lot of women, man, when you're ready to move on, they get bitter. It's not working out no more. They don't want to hear that. I'm talking about these women are ready. You have a nice little conversation, nice talk with the woman, you know. Um, excuse me, babe. This ain't working out no more. You know, I think nah, it ain't gonna work like that, fellas. If you trying to have a breakup conversation with some of these women, if you think your woman crazy, you better call the police before you have that conversation. You better call the police before you got to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the police gonna be like, "Why you calling me, man? I'm trying to break up with the woman. I know she gonna fight." Hey, I'm telling you,
That's safe.
if they find out that your new woman is looks better than them, got a better job, got just everything is better. Car's gonna get keyed up. Your car's gonna get keyed up. You're gonna get stalked. If you wasn't on child support, if you had the agreement that you wasn't gonna be on child support, guess what? All of a sudden you're gonna be on child support. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's bitter though sometimes.
You don't think it's better? What do you think?
I think in some cases it could. The bitter is what, uh, and maybe just personal experience. I think the bitter is what initiate that you can't say nothing to them.
Hmm.
But I think it's mostly like I think a lot of these females, it's like a damn job for them sometimes. When I go down to the office, I call it the new unemployment office. It's like a job to these women. Like they can just take how much they think you make, and they can calculate on their own. It's apps, and they can figure out how much money they'll get from you. So you tell
Oh
me
yeah,
any
you talking about the woman that's going
woman.
to talk. Oh, and they
If a woman know how much you make right now, she can take how much she think you make it a roughly figure, and she can calculate how much she makes and figure out how much child support she thinks she'll get from you. Now you tell me what person in the world that's going to turn down $2,000 every month untaxed? Think I take that.
on tax.
It's untaxed because they come. It's already taxed when they come. When they get it, it's $2,000. That's what they get even. So it's like if you think about it that way, I think it's more of that. And then what I always said with my situation was, and it showed to be true was the fact that you racing that clock. That clock is trying to get her to let's come with this number on our own. Let's not let the courts do it. Because my mindset was, if I let the courts do it, and once she takes that free money and all the access she now has because you're providing an extra $2,000 in her pocket, nothing you're gonna do to make her get off it, but damn near marry her so that she can't put you on child support. Legally she can't. But other than that, like you going to be on child support because now she got that free money. She understand you going a different direction than her. So you never coming out there unless you try to fill out, unless you then fake your death or figure out some other shit out. You never coming out that child support.
Yeah.
It's just you get that taste of that free money, and that's a lot of people that taste that free money. And it's simple. I mean, they don't have to do anything. Like I said, if you're the partitioner after the fact of child support, she has to sit back and relax. She never gonna get questioned why she put you on it.
Yeah.
She just sit back and relax, and you the one that got to prove everything. So that's what I'm saying. They make it so easy that if she puts you on child support and you're on there,
Yeah.
it's hard as shit to get out because she doesn't say anything. She don't gotta show any documents or nothing once you on. You on, you're on. And then in real case scenario, when you get on child support, the government don't need her no more. The government steps in, they take over that case.
So you telling me, Alex Nova, man, I appreciate that super chat, my brother. Alex Nova coming in with the $40, man. I appreciate that. Make sure I split that with my neighbor. Nah. Your wife was on making sense, Alex. You know, hey, we talk about everything around here, Alex. You feel me? No, nah. It wasn't nothing like that. I appreciate Alex Nova with the super chat. But yeah, man, some of these women, man, and don't get me wrong, fellas. When y'all come to Man Talk Fridays, we gonna talk about these women. We're gonna talk about them bad. You know, we gonna talk about these women. You feel me? So if y'all some sensitive women, y'all need to I know y'all listening. I know some of y'all women listen. I know my wife is listening too.
I'll get you right now.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, what we gonna segue into though, man, because a couple of the fellas, I'm still waiting on Eric to jump up in here. Let me read are you I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and read that, man. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and read that.
Man, you playing, but
Island Trucker say even if she tried to close the case, the system tried to talk her out of it.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. So I was in the courthouse, and the lady, the judge basically she wanted some back, some old child support. So the judge was like, "No, you should have got that calculated when you came, and we weren't talking about present child support."
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that the actual kids was past the age, so she couldn't get it.
Yeah.
So the judge was like, she was like, the husband, the ex-husband, and the ex, the wife, they talked about it. We'll handle it outside of the courthouse. So child support said, well, we'll stay on the case to make sure she get it. So that's what I'm saying. Once you get on, they don't need her no more. Because even when you get your letter in the mail, that shit gonna say her name. They're gonna be if you employed, it'll be that Palm Beach. I forgot her name, but they take over that case. So anytime you do anything with hospital, you gotta send one to her, to the mom, and also one to them as well because they the ones gonna follow that case. Don't I mean the one thing I mean, and also from a teaching perspective is child support and your parenting plan is handled separately, although they calculate it together. So that's one thing you gotta keep in mind. So if you out there going through that situation, also understand that they're gonna look at your child support separately and also look at your parenting plan at a different level. Yeah. So if y'all get anything in the mail, read that shit clear and take your time. Go get some extra information about it because they word it in a way that you don't really understand unless you actually do the research on it. They'll make you sign a paper that say you get the standard parenting plan, which means you probably get like 2 days out of the fucking week.
So in most of the cases in child support, will you say is it fair to say that's not even necessary to get a lawyer?
It's not in a sense of if you have everything lined up and you can actually talk to her, talk to the mom, or talk to whoever got the thing going. It's not in a sense because it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That lawyer can say what they want to say and do what they want to do. At the end of the day, that judge gonna make that final call. Only thing I would say you can go to like not a paralegal, but go to you can get like the what is it called? You call 15 minutes consultation and tell them what your situation is. They'll kind of guide you in the right direction. So most times,
yeah,
and tell you like, and then when you look online, you can see what forms you need to fill out. It's kind of simple what forms you need to fill out.
Yeah.
But I would say if you don't deal with the courthouse and you deal with the child support by itself, then yeah, you don't need a lawyer for that by itself. But if you start dealing with the administrative orders in the courthouse,
yeah,
your first crack at it, I recommend getting a lawyer, but just be mindful of that price. Because some lawyers try to tax the hell out of you. But if your first shot you go on a lawyer and you go into the actual courthouse route, then it's probably best to get a lawyer. I messed up on because I appealed the first one. When I appealed it, it turned to administrative order, which means you need a certain type of lawyer. And that's what kind of screwed me up. Those are the lawyers that they want. They want like, 20, 15,000 as a retainer. And they only gonna probably work with you for really maybe I'm adding with like 5 hours of service they're gonna actually deal with.
And that's it.
But they need that $10,000 retainer. I mean, that's how that really, I mean, it happens. I mean, they can come to like your mediation, but they don't have to come, but they can come. And even if you get a lawyer, some of that shit you can do on your own. So you can do the groundwork on your own if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truckerell, I appreciate that super chat, brother. Appreciate you. I'll make sure to subscribe to Truckerell, man. Coming in with that $4.99. Yeah, man. Hey, food service driver, if you still up in here, man, it seems like you got a lot of history with child support. So if you still up in here and you want to jump on, man, click on the link and you can get on. Food service driver, you still up in here? If you want to jump on, man, just click on the link. Anybody want to jump on and talk about child support before we segue out this topic? Adrian Garza, I see you, man. What's going on?
That's why you never give all your love and money to a woman.
I ain't even see that. Oh, okay. Adrian Garza said that's why you never give your love. Yeah, you're right about that.
But you be before you jump out, you be in that bind like I got boys, man. So you be in that bind, where you like, because you can real talk, you can really say, well, hey, I'm giving you this money. I'm only going to see my kids on days I need to see my kids, or days that said I can see my kids.
Yeah.
But then if you really are true about your fatherhood and all the other good stuff, that goes out the window. As soon as you say you're supposed to get your kid Monday and Tuesday on, and you paying her, 2,200 a month, whatever it is. But if she call you on Wednesday and Thursday, you gonna get your kid because that's how you love your kids. So you be stuck in that bind. You can really say, nah, the courthouse say Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, this all yours. That's what I'm paying you for, right? Yeah. You really can be an asshole, right? But that hurt you in the long run because you want to see your kid no matter what. So it's gonna be those times where you're gonna have your kid more than what the parenting plan states. That's what I go through every goddamn week. But you do it because you love your kids and you can't do nothing about it. The way you get past all that shit, man, you let that money come out. Don't be the way I survive child support, paying that amount, I don't pay it directly. I let it come out of my payroll, so I never see the shit. I can't miss what I never had. Because if I can imagine myself having to come write a check every time the child support, I lose my goddamn mind. So I say just take it from my payroll. It sucks because now I gotta, you can't, skip a pay like that. It just comes out of your payroll. But I'll take that over, handing her a check I lose my damn mind handing this somebody a check out of my hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, now we're gonna get into the topic. Hey, remember we're gonna try to wrap up by 7:30. Damn, I got it. Y'all give me a second. I gotta get this plugged in.
Oh, see, look what Alex Nova put down, man.
Put down.
That shit cold blooded, but that's how I mean, he can get that fixed though. The only time that happens, most of the time, if you change jobs or if you start making less, it has to be. I think it's five. I think it's five. I think it's like a $5 or 15% change, whichever is less, for it to make a difference. That's the only time they'll touch it. But that because if you look at the legislature, it said the statute states that they have to make that adjustment. And a lot of times these court folks, like I said, what the judge say, that's what's gonna happen. But a lot of times the judge just be gonna spitball some shit to you, and if you walk away from it, that's what's gonna happen. So that's why I said sometimes you may need to involve a lawyer because they're not gonna talk bullshit to a lawyer like that. The lawyer knows his P's and Q's. But with us, they're gonna say, yeah, we can't make the change. But you should. If you look at the statute of it, it's a statute out there that states that I think it's like $5 or 15%, whatever is less. I think that's what they said that they'll make an adjustment for that child support if you was to lose your job. But you can't do it voluntarily. So you can't be working as a doctor, be like, fuck that, I'm gonna be I don't know, a goddamn janitor, whatever it is, be something else just so you can lower your income. You can't do that voluntarily. Yeah. But if you get laid off, you get laid off. So that's one thing you can do. But if you look at the statute, it'll tell you that you can't do it voluntarily.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, now we're gonna talk about the topic. We sign off 7:30. Hey, we're probably gonna have to talk about gold digger next week, but we're gonna talk about ungrateful woman, right? Huh?
I think the same as child support, the gold digger. They don't blend together.
Gold diggers are totally different. Hey, gold diggers are totally different, man. Because most of these gold diggers, some of the dudes they with, them dudes can't even have babies.
I hear you.
It's totally different, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's a long topic right there. Some dudes they still falling for it. I don't even get it. But hey, we're gonna talk about ungrateful woman. And before everybody can chime in about ungrateful woman, you can chime in. Anybody want to jump on the live? Let me know. But let me start out by saying this. I think you got some ungrateful women, and they don't know that they're ungrateful. They actually think they're doing the right thing. And I'm gonna tell it like this here, right? So, I'm speaking for everybody. You with a woman from day one, and you have their back through thick and thin, and you had their back through school, all the struggles and stuff like that. All right, first I'm gonna use some examples, right? Shout out to all the nurses out there, um, all the lawyers and the doctors. But these these it's some careers I think, and I might sound fucked up when I say this, but it's man talk. We're just gonna keep it real, fella. I might sound fucked up, right?
All right, we'll see.
But it's some careers that I'm gonna call it inadvert. How you say that word? Yeah, inadvertently ungrateful. Before we talk about them ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, inadvertently ungrateful is that these women that they get married, right? Remember when you get married, you upstage and you're on stage and you're saying all this stuff in front of the pastor that you love and cherish your husband, this and that, and blah blah blah. But then you actually go into your career. Yeah, we know you're into your career and your job and blah blah blah. But these nurses and lawyers and doctors, you know these careers where you actually got to bring your work and your headache home. I think some of these women are ungrateful. And the reason being because I think it's unfair on their husband for them. Should I stop now?
Now, keep on trying to tell me you're going.
I think
I want to help you. I want to help jump in, but
all
I don't
right.
know. I want to crash
Right.
with
What
you.
I'm trying to yeah,
When you jump out, let me know when you jump out the car when you crash.
right. What I'm trying to say, right? It's good for a woman to work hard and have a good career, but I think it's also important when a woman decides to get married that they got to learn to find a balance. You feel me? See, Truckerell agree with me. A balance is a key thing in life because I think it's ungrateful for a woman to think that it's cool to like let's just say for example you're having a bad day at work. Your man wants some sex,
Okay.
but you because of your job, your man nuts is full.
Uh-huh.
His nuts is full. You can't let your man go to work on a full nuts.
I hear you.
You feel me? So it's like I'm thinking to myself now, like, isn't that ungrateful?
I wouldn't say ungrateful. I'd say something else. I wouldn't use the term ungrateful to describe that in a sense. I hear you though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Oh, we got one woman that say she think I understand what I'm trying to say.
To elaborate, man. I want to hear what her.
Hey, food service driver, you want to jump? You want to jump up in here, bro? You want to jump up in here? I need somebody to jump in that understand what I'm saying. I am Tasha. What's going on? She understand what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say something, but it's just not coming out right.
I don't know if I would use ungrateful for that type of scenario though.
It is ungrateful though. What's the definition of ungrateful?
not being thankful, not showing. I mean, I know the damn Webster dictionary, but I'm thinking to me more like
It's just like not being thankful.
Not being thankful for it, not showing no appreciation towards what I just did for you.
But I think that once you decide to get married, you should be thankful for your wife every time you see it. All right, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you like this. All right, straight up. This is man talk, right? Have you ever have you ever turned down your wife from sex? Have you ever turned her down? Nah, right? Thank you. So why is it okay for a woman to turn us down?
So that's not ungrateful though, my dude.
No, I'm not saying that. These people in here saying.
Oh, see, I wasn't as ungrateful. I said that's something else. I feel like as when you get married, it's your job to please your partner no matter what time of the day is. But I understand because you get tired too. But we different, man. You know, we different than women. Women, you know, some of them can't take too much.
They go to word right there. They go to word I'm looking for.
So more
selfish. Thank you. I'm sorry, people. I ain't mean to say ungrateful. That's the word I was looking for. Selfish. You know, selfish. That's the word I was looking for.
And it's lightly selfish though. I know it's man talk, but it's lightly selfish in a sense, right? Yeah. Because I don't be like, you seen that with Cat Williams, and he talked about not Cat Williams. One of them they talked about the shit they was saying about when you try to have sex with your wife, and then she then she gets his like unnecessary like the lazy sex. He like lazy as shit, but you take it anyway because so that's what I'm saying. So like,
come get this.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I want this, but you take it anyway. But that's how it is. I think it's more of a grown up ish, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
When they get, the women get old, not women, you know what I'm saying. When y'all get to that certain age, man.
Women, right?
Yeah, I think it's just that, man. I mean, some I got friends who say when they was with they dude, like with they was less freaky or less sexually active with they dude than when they was single. Now when they single, they more into it, like they more involved into having sex. So I don't know if it is they get comfortable. I think I would use that term. I think that way I would describe it. A lot of times they get real comfortable.
Yeah, I see. Hold up, food service driver. It don't make sense how you work 9 to 5. You get more time off than me. And I work all day and night. And you tell me, I'm tired. Maybe later I'll give you some.
Listen, I think every man
food service driver. Hey, if you want to jump in, let me know, bro. Hold up. Can you put a schedule on when you going to get something? Oh, you say we need a schedule, dog? Hey, that might sound like a plan. I ain't gonna lie, that sound like a plan, bro. Hey, you run home, look at the calendar. Oh. Is today the day? Oh, today. Man. Hey, that's crazy. Oh, you ready to jump in? All right. There go the link right there, dog. All right, but we're gonna talk about a real grimy, ungrateful, really grimy, ungrateful woman, right? And talking about a woman like you did a lot for them, stuff like that. Help them get an apartment or whatever. You were with them when they had nothing. And as soon as they come up, boom, they out of there.
I mean, you married that transport worker.
Food service driver, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on, man?
Man, we here chilling, man.
Hey, man, for real about that, man. Like, my lady, she got like a little part saying she work between like 9 to 3 or 9 to 2, and I work and I come home from work, and you know what I'm saying, like on the days off on the week, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, can we, can I get some? And she'll look at me and she'll be like, maybe tomorrow, or how about next week? How can you plan on having sex? Like, what kind of shit is that?
Bro,
I just don't understand, man. I just don't understand.
Hey, I think you're onto something when you say we get like a sex calendar for men. Hey, what you call it? What you name it? Yeah, man, get a calendar and just pass it out. You know what I mean?
So think about how it is now in society, right? If it's Valentine's Day, she gonna give you that same, she gonna wrap up the same vagina that you had all these years. Now I wish you would have Valentine's Day wrap up the same dick she had all these years and give it to her. You feel me? It's just different. I don't know. It's just what it is, man.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But they expect so much from you. They expect so much from you on every holiday. Valentine's Day, Christmas, you name it. Every holiday they expect something. But you just want one thing. You just want one thing. You just want one thing to get the problem.
What you say? She use your card?
Probably use your card to buy that lingerie, but she gonna wrap that bitch up. That's just how it is in life, man. I mean, like I said, I would say it's more of it's I would use the term selfish. And I think it's more they get comfortable. Like a lot of times they get real comfortable, man. And then I'm not saying you need to threaten your girl, like I'll leave your ass type of thing, but I think they get real comfortable.
Oh no.
That's true. That's true. When you've been with your woman for so long, man, they get real comfortable. They be so relaxed. But like at the beginning of the relationship, you're having sex all the time. The moment y'all get committed or married, that's it, man. You don't see the sex game again. Whoo, it's just out of there.
And that's what I mean. And then you can you can try things, man.
But you know what though, fellas? You know what? I don't think, hey, this man talk. So any woman that's up in here listening, y'all just sit back and listen and don't get too offended. But fellas, I don't think that I don't think they take sex as serious as we do.
Not when they get committed with you. When you committed, they don't. When you and like when they get committed with you, you can tell. Like he was saying, like at a beginning relationship, y'all have sex every second. I don't know if she's or whatever it is, but they have sex like every second you think of, she'll give it to you. But then when you get committed with them, it's not. You don't you females being to myself, well, your dick game went down. That's not the case. So that's what they gonna say. Dick game does not. It's just how they are, man. It's just what it is fine with it, but you gotta understand, I think they just get so comfortable in it. Because even take it off of sex. Just think of how they address. When you first met your girl, you probably never seen your girl her natural hair. But all of a sudden, you see her natural hair, you see titties. You were like, hey, when I met you, you had the matching underwear. Nah, you don't care. They shouldn't got to match no more. You got one toe done. Back in the day, every toe was done. Now it's when they get comfortable.
You think they got one toe done?
They get one, only toe you can see. That's it. That shit. But now.
Oh man.
But nothing wrong with it. Just get real comfortable, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that though. I mean,
man, I just don't understand, man. Like we as men, we do so much, man. But then, like for the woman, like I said, man, at the beginning, y'all going through like a honeymoon phase when y'all just starting to date the woman. But as soon as you get committed or married, all that little honeymoon phase is over. The sex is just like less, and then what I'm saying, the attention span gets so low, and it's like, what the hell happened between when we first started talking and now? It's just crazy.
Well, just to add on what you said too, if you think about this also, right? So, and I'm not saying men to go cheat. Anybody in a relationship, don't cheat, don't do that bullshit. But I'm saying
I don't support that at all.
But I don't support. This how it is in society, right? If you were to not pay your girl any attention, and she go out there and seek attention another guy, they'll say, well, you didn't pay me no attention. And they'll be okay with it. Like, your girl can really, if you don't pay your girl no attention, her friends would boost her head up and say, well, you can do it because he don't care about you. And the females would do that shit. But when it comes to a dude, we can never say, well, I cheated because you don't care about me. That shit could never happen. You still a scumbag. If you look at even our songs we have, they got songs like I Should Have Cheated. How the hell you should have cheated? Our songs, I don't want to know if you cheat, no, keep it real low. Because my heart can't take it anymore. What type of shit is this?
On credit, but hey, Alex Nova got a good point right there. She'll dress on credit, but she'll only undress for cash. That's a good point right there. And that's they'll run up your credit card, boy, to go buy a dress, but only undress for cash. Hey, he on point for that one.
Yeah,
He on point for
that one. Hey, shout out to all the ladies listening. I know y'all jumping in and jumping out. I know y'all listening. Hey, y'all take notes, huh?
Well, please give me some wolf out the door. Please be Hell no.
She meet a wolf at the door and appear the next day in the fur coat.
Straight up. But what about your ungrateful though, man? Like I think you can marry the two when you say ungrateful. I marry that with the child support thing. I see that a lot, where that all that you do seems to be they don't appreciate the shit.
All right, ungrateful mean that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you it can even be the person you with right now. Right. It don't gotta be a bad thing. Like say for instance, food service driver. You do food service, I do food service, right? So it's like a woman that never understand what me and you, the type of work we do and what we go through, right? So let's just say that, you know what I'm saying, we come home and we trying to get something to eat after a hard day of work. And the woman looking at us like we're crazy. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand. And all right, one other thing.
Say that to me, though.
No, one other thing though that I want to between me and you and all the drivers.
Thanks, Bob.
Your wife or your woman could have a rough job, right? A hard job. But is it fair to say that there's nothing that compares to what we do? So it's almost unfair sometimes for a woman to tell us how hard their day was. It's like after finished unloading a 20,000-pound truck, you know what I'm saying? And listen to somebody saying their day was hard. That's kind of unfair, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I was in that same situation because there'd be some time I come home from work, I'd be tired and I just grab my phone and I sit on the couch and watch TV. And then my girl, she'd be like, "You always watch your TV, like you never pay me no attention." I'm like, "Look, do you know what I do on a daily basis?" And then we got into argument about it. So I was like, "How about you follow me for one night and you see what I do on a daily basis, and then you could compare to see." So one night she came out with me, and then I was in the 48. I'm still with McLean, and she saw me deliver 13 stops. Like she was with me all night. She just followed me. 13 stops for 1,400 cases. And then after that day, we have no arguments about it whatsoever. So now when I come home, she prepared me food. She let me kick my feet up. She give me a massage because now she understands. Because now she see it for herself, like what I be doing out there, how hard work it is. So now I'm just like I'm in the king zone now. So when I come, I got my food prep.
She massage your feet up. Hey, hold on, I gotta take some notes, man. She massage your feet.
Yeah, because I was like, the only way a woman could compare, you have to see it for yourself, like see what we do. And she did that. She drove all night, like wherever I park, she'll park like across the street, and she'll watch me deliver all night. And at the end of my route, she's like, "I don't know how you could do that every day, nonstop every day." And I was like, "Look, it's draining, especially when you have to come in these tight ass parking lots, and then you have to deliver and deal with customers all day." I mean, after that, she just shut up about it. So we never got into an argument about whose job is more stressful. Now when she come home, she talk about her job stressful. I just give her that look like, "Are you for real?" And then she just shut up. She's like, yeah, your job is more stressful than mine. Never mind. And then we just leave it at that.
Hey, TJ, you don't want to go there, bro. If we go there tonight, we going to be here all night. Let's not even go there. TJ said, what I don't understand about a lot of women, when you buy them a super nice car, a year later, you being too nice right there. Hey, you find shoes after makeup after clothes.
That's true.
Bags, hair, McDonald's, Wendy's, Kentucky's. Hey,
man.
You find all type of shit in the woman's car, man.
Yeah, it's true. And sometimes my girl, she started lacking on cooking, because now it's like, because sometimes at my job, I come home with like food from the job, because we deliver to like Pizza Hut, KFC, Bojangles, Taco Bell, Buffalo Wild Wings, like a lot of major chain restaurants. I come home with it, And every time I come on with it, she just stops cooking. She's like, well, bring us some Bojangles or bring us some pizza home for dinner. I'm like, are you serious?
Hey,
Like, you're not gonna cook?
Trucker, you want us to get in trouble, dog?
Let's talk about one being ungrateful when it comes to stuff.
Huh? Y'all want to go there?
You already hit down the path value.
Trucker, you want to go there? Let me go get some money. Hey, Curtis Black, Trucker about to start something, dog. Let's talk about women being ungrateful when it comes to special attention stuff. Hey, Trucker, I know what you mean, but will you type your message? I know what you mean, though, dog. Let me tell you something, man. 2 days, Trucker, Valentine's and your birthday. So go write it down on the calendar right now. You get those special things on Valentine's and your birthday. Hey.
But you know how I used to be back in the day, though?
I know how I used to be.
I
know how I used to be back in the
like,
day, man. Shit. Hey, Valentine's and your birthday, dog. When Valentine's coming? It's going. Oh, shit.
It's coming up.
February 14th.
Have to change the clock.
Hey, Trucker, write it down on your calendar, man. What y'all think about Christmas? Christmas?
Yeah, you can get it. I mean, like I said, I think it's one of those things, man. You could have just like forced it.
Don't even think about Thanksgiving. I'm poor. Hey, Thanksgiving out the question.
That's crazy.
Angel, what's going on, man?
When a person with money meets a person with experience, the person with the experience winds up with the money, and the person with the money winds up with the experience.
That's some damn shit, though.
Yeah. That one made me think.
That was iceberg. I was iceberg son. Now I truly agree with that special attention thing, man. That's one of those things where like a hot commodity, man. You only get it for truly special occasions, and they never your occasion.
That should be I think that should be like. I think we're gonna have to Hey, remember that calendar we got designed? I think that special attention need to be on it. You know what I mean?
That's shit, yo. But like I'm saying that's real shit. It'd be like I don't understand that because on some real, we all grown folks. Hold on, okay. Sorry about that. We all grown folks, man. So on some grown folks stuff, you know, I can go to a grown folks party. I go to a grown folks.
Yeah, we go to grown folks. This man talk.
Here we go.
Talk about anything, bro.
We be having y'all juices, like the juices in our goddamn. I'm just saying. And y'all don't have that, but yeah, it's like we asking y'all to goddamn do something that you gotta, lose your. You know what I'm saying? Like it is weird to be bad, but they be so hesitant to do it. Like you damn, they gotta afford. You gotta ask several times. Shit, you already on bed.
Let me ask you a question though, right? How do you even ask for that, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, who are you talking to? What do you mean?
What you mean? How you ask?
Man, ain't gonna
just like that.
Just like what?
Oh, nah, you tripping. I come with some tactics. I don't just ask for it like that. I come with some tactics.
No, that's like
the majority of men. I'm talking about the majority.
They said tactics. You got a trigger?
No, I'm not saying trigger, but I come home and I'm like, babe, how you doing? She like, she good. I'm like, so you got anything planned for tonight? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm just trying to cut up in the bed, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, put on that sexy lingerie you got on for tonight, you know what I'm saying? And it's just having the night to ourselves. But you just go up to her and be like, you go up to her and say, I want some ass. I mean, that ain't gonna happen. She's just gonna look at you like,
we're talking about getting a special attention.
Special attention.
Like straight up, guys. When you want that special attention, you can't be like,
yes,
hey,
you can.
No, you can't be like, let me get some head, man. But you can.
Listen. The shit you be
no, you could. What you no, you could, but you gotta say it a special type of way. How you gonna say it? What's up? Hey,
right here. What's up? I just did you. Shit. I just did you. What's up? Like, what you mean? I'm not finna sit here and be on no You wait for the yawn, and you just got up. What you do? You get locked up for that, what? You wait for the yawn, got up. You like, it's not killed. You can't do that, man. That's the lady for you. Just say, hey, I don't think you got a sneak attack. That I think when it comes down, just getting it. That's the tough part. Hey, listen, it used to be like this here, man. Like it was like signs that when they brush their teeth, don't worry about it. Oh, you can get another one. You about to go to bed, bro.
He said when they brush their teeth, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. They brush their teeth. It used to be different signs that let you know you're gonna get it or not, man. If they take a long time taking a shower,
yeah,
you might. Okay. If she take that shower, wrap that hair, brush that teeth, you might take it as a bed. Bad as no.
What about depending on what they wear though?
Like I said,
that's true. That's true. That's true.
But no, I don't think that's true anymore. Only on special occasions. But I feel like that's not true anymore because it's your girl. Okay, okay, peak game. If it's not a special day, a special whatever it is, you haven't baited up. When has she ever just put something on, bomb, and just go to bed? They don't. They just gonna go to bed how they go to bed. So I'm saying sometimes that don't really mean no more. My like I said, it could be different one. My cues be when she brushed their teeth, took a fast shower, and wrap it up. Don't worry about it. You probably getting no action, right? And if you get it, you done bed for it the whole night. And you probably pout like a kid. You done pouted for a little bit. You done went downstairs a little bit, wait for her to come downstairs to get you. Like you come for to get you. Go right downstairs. Wow, she coming up and she come home up. It's the only time.
I'll probably just pull it on my pants and be like, man, what's up? What you gonna do?
That's it. Just like that.
Like, what's up? I mean, I can't think of the other way to ask for it. I just pulled out my pants. Like, what's up? You gonna do it or not? And then I'm just pulling my pants right back up and turn around and go to sleep. Straight up.
Yeah, at least I tried.
I ain't doing all that, man. I ain't gonna get
I ain't there.
Or they'll be like, or sometimes they'll be like, oh, if you get it, I gotta get it too. Like, why can't I just get it just to get it? Like, why you gotta benefit out of it too?
And that's
how my girl.
That's on the birthday, right there.
That's birthday.
Get like that's birthdays, and that's when it's that time. Well, the month thing. If they month, that's the only time you get. They don't get. But that's the only. You talk them. That's the only time that they'll do it for you. If it's that time of the month, your birthday. Other than that, if she partake in that, you gotta partake in that same activity.
Yep.
It's shit. When you didn't have to, back in the day, well, it wasn't official. Or she trying to prove a point.
So you say, Credible Black say tap on the shoulder, man, that ain't gonna work, dog.
Yeah, get pushed in
Hey, you might get knocked out, man. What's that poking me? Hey, you want layover?
Yeah, I'm in Florida right now. I'm actually in Tampa.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where your base at? You're based out of Atlanta.
I'm in Forest Park. Yeah, Forest Park, Georgia. We sometimes we'll go down. We do Florida. We do North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Alabama, and Mississippi. Yeah.
Okay.
We go all. Yeah.
Oh, TJ, I'm on the water, man. I'm drinking water tonight. I'm sober tonight, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is, but McLean, for some reason, they be wanting us to stay into like motels, and I'm like, hell no, because we got this app where they give us like a COC card, it's like a company card, and it tells you like all the hotels like located in the area where you can stay at. They'll take like the company card and have like truck parking. Yeah. So instead of staying in the motel, I'm staying at the motherfucking Marriott.
I got mine right here.
Oh shit, let me see if I got mine. Yeah, I'm staying at the Marriott. These motherfuckers want to talk about staying in the motel. I ain't staying in no motel. If I could stay at the fucking Marriott, I'm staying in the Marriott.
Man, I stayed at Marriott the other day. It was like three pools in that bit. I'm like, I'm on the road. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Get that.
Yeah, there's ours right here.
Okay. Okay, that's a new one. Okay. Yeah, once you have that card, man, don't let it don't let them direct you where to go. Kind of control your own destiny, like
Y'all
you know.
see
Yeah.
program with you or no? I put on program. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I be tuning up.
Yeah, because a lot of hotels take it. I mean, so I don't understand why would you settle for like a motel when you can stay in a nice hotel for the same
But who want to work hard all day slinging cases and stay in the damn motel? It don't make no sense. What time you gotta leave in the morning?
Well, I'm supposed to leave. I'm supposed to leave midnight tonight. Well, I'm not supposed to leave till like 2 in the morning, but I leave early. I leave way early because all my stuff is key drops. So I'm gonna drop them off early and I'm gonna shoot back up there to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
The only reason I'm down because we don't go down far to Tampa. We only go down to like Panama City, but we got a special load for Tampa because Orlando couldn't do it for some reason. So I only got like 3 stops here, and then I'm shooting straight back up.
Oh, you with a partner right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I remember somebody told me, man, that they were with a partner one day, and the company made them share hotel rooms, man.
Crazy as hell. Hell no. Hell no. That's what happened because what happened is sometimes like the new people that come on with McLean or the helpers, they don't got that COC card. So I mean, you have to get like a room with a 2 queen. But I was in that scenario before. I told dude, you're not staying with me in the room, man. You can stay in the truck, but you staying there with me in the room. I can't sleep with another man in the same room. I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh, you signed up for Marriott points?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I am Tasha. Yeah, he got the points. Most of us got getting the points when we stay out of town.
Yeah, I signed up for every hotel point system because you may never know what hotel you finna lay over at. So I signed up for them all.
That's what's up, bro.
Check them to get like the double points too.
Oh, check them for double. Yeah, check them for double points.
Like you like the double point specials. But you check them every time you go. They have. I know Hilton got one this week. Like double points.
Because with McLean, we always out of town every now and then, so I sign up for everything. So I always look at whatever hotel nearby, I stay in the hotel, use my points. Like right now, I got 5 free nights for the La Quinta. I got 5 free nights for Holiday Inn. I got a lot of free nights at certain hotels.
Okay, Leslie, what's going on? Off the girl, what's going on? Hey, we got about 5 minutes, man. Y'all fellas, y'all want anything y'all want to talk about real quick?
Still love y'all, man. Y'all crazy.
Oh man. Hey, but about that child support situation, because I'm going through it right now. But there's one thing I wanted to talk about. But like to me, I find the child support system fucked up. And here's how I think it's fucked up because when me and my girl, we was on good terms. And like the moment we broke up, she was like, I'm gonna take you for everything you got and this and that. And I'm like, damn, you selfish. Like the whole time we was together, you wasn't talking about that. But now we broken up, you wanna. So she put me on child support. So she was telling the judge that I never paid her a dime. I ain't paid nothing for kids care or nothing. And they was gonna charge me like 3 years back child support. But like I was saying, if you keep the receipts, all those receipts saved me, so I didn't have to pay no back child support. And my child support right now is like $420 a month. But he was gonna put it to $980 a month if I didn't show like receipts that I had, like I was taking care of. So he dropped it from $980 to $420, all because she lied and said she wasn't working and I never paid a child. I don't understand, man. When it comes to you having a child with a woman, like y'all be on good terms, we got together. But the moment y'all break up, they so quick to go down that child support office and put your ass on child support, man.
Bitter, man. That's what we were talking about earlier, man. She bitter. She bitter, man. You got a good job, and your girl got it going on, and everything going right for you. Bitter, man. You know.
I was like 980. I'm like, how can you give a child $980 a month for child support? She ain't gonna use the whole 980 on one child. I was like, man, this judge Texas as hell, man. 980 shit. I'm gonna just be a stay-at-home dad for $980 a month.
Listen, man, I was paying $22 a month. Trust me, man. They get you. You start looking crazy. Like, how the hell they do it, man? And I had
for how much kids?
I got 2 kids, but when I first did it, they did it where they told me The first time they submitted, tell you a price. It was like $1,200 a month. I appealed it. I said, hell no. So I appealed it, and I showed them at the one time, they only gave me credit for back child support, like $16,000 that I paid back child support. Because the whole time I'm telling her, like, let's do it on our own. I appealed it, went to administrative lawyer, basically law. I presented them $36,000 of documented child support that I paid. They said, great, they gave me credit for it. All of a sudden, a paper came in the mail. They said your back child support is total of $60,000, and your new child support is $2,200 a month. And because it was an administrative hearing, you need a special type of lawyer to go against that type of shit. So even if I go to child support, they can't touch it. I gotta go to the courthouse to do it. So I had to go to court to tell the court to basically accept my child support money from child support services, because it's all individual. So that's what I'm saying.
$2,200
$2,200 a month.
Boy, I gotta be slinging cases 7 days a week, man. That shit crazy. I gotta be slinging cases 7 days a week. Damn.
And now
I'll run my whole 60. I'll get a 34-hour race. I'll be back on the road to do another 60, man. That's crazy.
Listen,
that is crazy, man, for real. And I thought my little 420 was bad. You 2,200, man.
Nah,
how can you pay your bills?
You got listen, they don't care about you doing anything. You gotta just be, like I said, you gotta just be careful with it when it comes to that calculation, because they'll tweak that number a certain way. And if you're not looking at that shit straight up, you will assume that's what it is. And you go down to child support services, they're not gonna tell you anything. They're gonna say, here you go, boo. And that's what it was. Even though I got my parenting plan, they gave us a 60-40 split. But she only have the kids 1 day more than me. So it's not 60-40, it's damn near 50-something, but they did 60-40. And the courts don't give a shit. They're like, well, this is what it is. They don't care. So I gotta keep going back to court to get it fixed. And I had to do my own research and learn how to do it.
That's why I don't understand, man. It's always sexist towards the women. Like you never hear really men getting custody of their kids, man. It's always a woman who getting custody of the kids, and that's what really upsetting, because you got people out here like
they gotta protect that investment, man. They gotta protect that $2,200, man. That's why, boom, man. A woman will go like this, boom, they'll get that $2,000 from there. I can get this money like that. Boom, they go get it somewhere else. Like, damn, I can get that money there. Boom, sooner or later, they get about $6,000 a month. Why work?
Yeah.
Hey man, quick question. How do you survive, man? Like paying $2,200 a month, man. That's a lot, man. How do you survive, man? Like
I do computer software. So I'm fine with that when it just is not right. Like if I have my kids more majority of the time, don't screw me out of my money. And that's the killer part about it. Like I have my kids damn near close to 60% of the time I have my kids. But even when you show, like if you look at the statute states that if a parent can't adhere to that parenting plan, there should be an adjustment. I show them, well, we can't touch it with the court has to do it. I go to the courthouse, the judge tells me, well, you travel for your job. I said, well, I control when I travel. They was like, well, we need to see the person who took your job. So that's what it's like. They twist it a certain way that you can't fight it. But in reality, in Florida, black men, not trying to be racist, but black man has that stigma of we don't want our kids unless we have child support. I always had my kids. The kids been with me from I didn't leave my job, but I moved back down to Missouri.
Kids outside playing right now.
Playing.
Kids outside. I see the kids every day playing.
And
he paying child support.
They on my health insurance. I provide my own school stuff. But I do it anyway because I love my kids to death. I gotta raise these black men, period. But at the end of the day, is that look at black men saying we don't want our kids unless we paying child support. But for my issue, I always had my damn kids. But they didn't give a shit.
Shit, man, I think I had to pay like over $5,000 for a lawyer because my ex-girl, she was trying to take over like 100% custody of my kid because she was like, because my job with McLean, because you know McLean, we lay over for one night and we come back. So I'm not home like all the time. Sometimes I am. And so she was trying to take like full custody, and she was trying to make me pay like, she was like, oh, cause she moved, so she's in Florida actually, and she said, well, she can't live without $1,200 a month. I'm like, how the fuck you can't? But you working? How you working? You want $1,200 a month? That shit didn't make no sense. and the judge was about to grant it until I had to make another hearing to go to court again. Like, look, I can't afford it. Like, if I got my own family to take care of, and I got my own bills, how you expect me to pay that plus pay $1,200 for child support? And then when the judge, and then when I asked, I was like, can you show me the receipts where you gonna, like, what are you doing for the $1,200 a month? And she had no receipt. And the judge was like, well, you don't need to prove receipts. Like, how you want me to pay somebody money and they can't prove where the money going? I don't know if she's using it for herself or she'll give like my son $200 and she'll spend. Like, hell no, man, you crazy as hell.
You had a good judge, man. Like I said, it depends how that judge want to take it. Like I paid my lawyer too. I had my lawyer. I paid him to do it. And what I did was I got a female lawyer trying to trick the king, get a female lawyer. That's what I thought. I had a female lawyer. She had a male lawyer. I mean, I had a black female lawyer too. Like, she can kill him in the courthouse, you know? I went, but they still did what they did. So it's like, it's one of those things where you realize that, okay, no matter what you say and what you do, that judge gonna make that final call. And you know, and it was a female judge. So I thought she would see, like, listen, this is a good black man, he educated, got a career, he's not in the street. The only record I got is a speeding damn ticket. So I'm thinking they'll be like, okay, good. Why would we take this from this man? They still did what they did. And it was crazy, but it happened so fast. I was like, damn. And then you get stuck between that situation where you say, well, I can go back appeal and try to get more time with my kids, or I can take this 40, 60 for now, do a year of that shit and go back again. Because before then, when you know, in Florida, before you have an actual parenting plan, the mother has more rights than you. Even before the shit is legally approved, she has more rights than you. Period. You know what I'm saying? When you get a parenting plan, then you can have a type of conversation. They're gonna write it up for you. That's the only time I can survive. So my like you said, the bitterness. If I get an argument with her, I couldn't get the kids, and that's the shit I was going through. So like I had to like kidnap my kids for my birthday. You feel like that type of shit. Like I'm sneaking over to get my kids for my birthday. But it's just
that's crazy how it's all in favor for the women and not for the men. And there's men out here that support their children more than the women. And that don't make no sense whatsoever.
Hey, they treat us like we're the deadbeat dads.
Yeah.
The good dads.
But they're the ones who don't child support though, you know that, right? The ones who don't like ain't really caring about it, they don't put them on it. Which I understand in some cases where, you know, I don't believe.
They feel sorry for them dudes.
Yeah, I don't believe.
Well, you gonna get a job next week, mama.
No. I don't believe in if the man can't really.
You know the old lady be like, put his ass on child.
Hey, that's the bubble.
That's true. That's true. And that's what influenced her was her mom, because at first I was like, look, I said, when you moving, I said, I'll pay for your moving costs, and then I said, I'll give you $400 a month for my son. If you need any more, then let me know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and kiss my wife on the forehead.
Listen, real true story. Every time my homie say cost. Every time I get into a fight, go back over there, buddy. Okay, every time I get into a fight with my girl, I think about you and I apologize. That's what he tells me. Because he understand what it is, man. But it's fine. Go.
That's crazy, man. I just can't believe it, man. But Florida, y'all got some stricter rules than Georgia, man. In Georgia, we got some rules, boy. But Florida, it look like y'all got more strict rules down there than Georgia, man. That shit crazy.
It's a crazy ball game here, man. I learned the hard way that any way you slicing and dicing, your best bet is to put yourself on child support first. So that way you the one leading the actual conversation versus her leading. And that's the whole key about it. So anyone, honestly, you think she's gonna do that? Go put yourself on it. So you the one who start that whole conversation up. So when you go to court, the judge, you can say, Judge, I put myself on child support. Now it looks beneficial for you. Versus she doing it, and when she does it, it's a headache, man. So just be careful with that.
Hey, food service driver, appreciate you for joining us, brother.
No problem. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Every Friday.
All right, I'll be here next Friday. Let's see y'all, boys.
Hey, that's gonna be our show for today, man. We appreciate everybody for joining us. All the fellas that joined us today, man. We ain't get to talk about the gold diggers. That's a long ass topic. We're gonna chop that up next Friday. Roosevelt, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for being in the building. Trucker Rail stood around for a long time. I appreciate you for coming in, Trucker Rail, Credible Black. On the grill. Eats with Fifi up in the building. TJ, what's going on, man? Who Boise State got tomorrow? Who y'all playing tomorrow? Island Trucker. What's going on with you? Alex Nova, as always, man. Hey, we're gonna talk some football tomorrow, bro. Leslie, what's going on, Leslie? I am Tasha. What's going on with you? Who else? Who else? Who else was up in there? Everybody, man. I can't get to all the names right now. I can't get to all the names right now. Yeah. I'm on that clock tomorrow.
I'm just saying Mexico, man.
Huh?
Yeah. Trucker where I was just saying, who is Mexico? That ain't nice up there, man. You see, like, what's gonna go, man? What I told you.
Yeah, that's crazy. The princess?